Patriot Prime Reviews is a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with another Toyhax.com sponsored video. But before I get started, I need you guys to do me a favor. If you're watching this video right here and are not a subscriber of Patriot Prime Reviews, please consider hitting that subscribe button right now. It won't cost you a thing, but will help me and my channel out tremendously. Now, on to the decals. And the set we're looking at in this video is probably for the most wanted figure of 2022. Transformers Velocitron Speedia 500 Legacy Cosmos. And this decal set includes 3 decal sheets on a combination of foil and vinyl backing. So now, without further ado, let's take a look at Cosmos, both before and after Toyhax decals. And welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. In robot mode, straight out of the packaging, Cosmos looks really good and very faithful to how he looked in the Generation 1 cartoon. Though robot mode does have minimal paint applications, he does have great sculpted detail all over. Now, starting here with the head, he's got a nice red paint job there for the helmet, nice blue eyes, and a really good G1 inspired face. Moving on down to the chest, we've got blue, light blue, silver, and a big red Autobot insignia there dead center. Yellow paint applications here on the arms. Moving on down to the feet, we've got a combination of green, dark green, and silver. And really, that's it for the paint applications in robot mode. I do have him holding his checkered flag because Toyhax is giving us decals to change up the looks of that. So that's what that looks like straight out of the packaging. Checkers on one side, a surrender flag on the back. So there you go, guys. There is Cosmos in robot mode before and after. And man, oh man, does Cosmos look sharp now. The first decal I'm going to go over is the one for the flag. If you recall, the flag before was a plain checkered flag with a plain white background. Now it's a flag that has squiggles with a bright red Autobot insignia on the front, and the back is the Velocitron racing flag. You have options, multiple Velocitron flags for some reason. Now, if you use that one, make sure the lightning bolt is pointed up. You got a plain checkered flag, so you could just have checkers on both sides, or the Autobot flag. I went with one design on one side, one on the other. I think that looks really good. Now, moving on to Cosmos here, the star of the show. He looks so good. Taking a closer look at the figure, Cosmos gets brand new blue chrome eye decals that, as usual, catch the light so well. Lots of new decals for the chest here. You get these big blue decals right here that go on either side. Little red decals right there on the bottom. A new Autobot insignia on a yellow background and a yellow decal with a red circle and little design right there. And that is a nice throwback to the original Toys decals. So I really, really like that. The arms look really good now with these extra added details. You got this decal right here on the shoulders with all these little circles and lines. Moving on down to these round green decals with the little rectangle in the center. New decal right there across the forearm. Moving on to the waist, we got like headlight decals right there and red decals on the hip flaps. Now there is a decal here that goes on the front that has a little point at the top and decals here on the back. This one is not shown on the Toyhax sticker map. That's where it goes. Now, while we have the figure turned around, there's lots of decals that cover up the pins. So you got yellow decals here, and there are green pin covers for the shoulders. Moving on down to the crotch, we get a new decal right there that adds a lot of designs. The thighs get new decals. And moving on down to the calves, green decals there, yellow decals for the top of the feet, blue lights or windows that we'll go over more in vehicle mode, and more decals there for the toes. So there you go, guys. There is Cosmos in robot mode after. In vehicle mode, straight out of the packaging, Cosmos still looks really good and very faithful to how he looked in the G1 cartoon. But just like robot mode, he really doesn't have a lot of paint applications. Lots of nice sculpted details once again. Here on top of the figure, you've got the red button. Sculpted details right here on the front is the same as we saw in robot mode, with the blue, light blue, silver, and big red Autobot insignia. Lot more sculpted details around the entire base of the UFO. Now the edge has a darker green, where it's kind of more of a olive military green there in the center, and he's got the silver section right here on the front. Little laser weapons there and thrusters on the back. So there you go, guys. There is Cosmos in vehicle mode before and after. Now, a lot of the decals you saw on Cosmos's robot mode do appear here on the front of the vehicle, but man, they carry over very, very well. You can see all of the new chest decals from Cosmos's robot mode, very prominent here on the center turret, along with the decals from his feet. Now, I do like these yellow decals right there because those are a throwback for the original G1 toy. See how the yellow sticks out right there? That was his legs. That's a nice throwback to that original look. The blue decals also look like either windows or lights in his vehicle mode, and I tell you right now, if those are windows, Cosmos is a gigantic UFO. More blue decals right here along with headlights, and I also added some small decals right there for the blasters. On top of the spaceship, you get this new green opaque ring that goes around the center. Now these decals are super sticky, so you want to make sure you've got those lined up just right before you place them on the figure. There's also new blue light decals right there. On the side of the vehicle, he gets these silver doors on both sides and more of the light decals. Here on the back, he gets lots of new decals with this black and silver decal right there that goes above the pivot arm. New silver decals right here. Dark green decals right there that cover up these gigantic screw holes. So when you put those on, you just want to press around the edges. More yellow decals here on either side of the pivot arm that also are a throwback to the yellow, and I can't hold both of these figures at the same time, a throwback to the yellow from the original G1 Cosmos. More blue window decals here along the back and blue decals right here on the center, and more of those green opaque decals right here, here, and here along the back. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 little triangles in these two big pieces. Like I said, those are sticky. Be careful. And then you've got the blue decals from his fist blasters that look really good on the vehicle thrusters. Now here on front of the vehicle, this is one of these rare times when I don't apply the decals that Toyhax gave me. They gave me decals to make those silver sections right there blend in with the rest of the ship. You had dark green for the bottom and light green for the top. But I decided to keep the silver because not only does that look like the G1 animation, it also is a nice throwback to the original G1 toy that I cannot keep a hold of because the original toy had the silver right there in the center for the rub sign. So I kind of like the silver. It's a nice throwback. So there you go, guys. Cosmos in vehicle mode after. The Toyhax decal set for Transformers Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 Cosmos is out of this world. I was really impressed with how many decals they were able to give this little figure, and man, he looks so good now. I especially appreciate all the Generation 1 toy throwbacks because I'm an old G1er and I always appreciate that. I do like the extra flag decals that we get, though I don't understand why we got so many Velocitron flags. I guess maybe Toyhax expects us to screw up a lot. I do think the designs we got are pretty cool. I like the Velocitron flag and the Autobot one, and I like how you can mix and match however you choose. All the decals carry over very well into vehicle mode as well, so Cosmos benefits both in robot mode and vehicle mode, and Toyhax, you did an outstanding job. So if you're lucky enough to have a Legacy Cosmos, I highly recommend this decal set. So what did you guys think of Cosmos' decal set? Let me know in the comments below. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Also, if you're in any position to help out the channel, I do have a super thanks button, and I also offer channel memberships. And I have to give a huge shout out to all my current channel members because it's support like yours that helps keep this channel going. Once again guys, this is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hooah!